Okay, Ronnie, I previously had tried to explain the difference between um, LTS and normal. In other words, long-term support or normal releases of Ubuntu. Excuse me. Um, but here it is from Ubuntu, so you understand better. Um, Normal releases, server or desktop, are supported for 18 months. Okay, it's interesting to note, or we need to understand that there's a server and a desktop. You can get a different CD for the server, and you can install it on your some computer for a server on your LAN, whether it's a web server, mail server, or file server, whatever you want it to be. But that's a totally different install CD from the desktop CD, which is what you and I have. Okay. All right. The LTS releases are supported for 3 years on the desktop and 5 years on the server. In other words, the desktop edition is a 3-year support cycle, and the server edition is a 5-year support cycle. Okay, what support means is updates for potential security problems and bugs, not new versions of software, but potential bug fixes and security repairs for the normal software. Desktop software. Availability of commercial support and contracts from Canonical. Support by Landscape, Canonical's enterprise-oriented server management toolset. So that basically pertains to the server edition. But those three categories, excuse me, those three categories are included in the support that you get automatically each time it comes up and tells you have. Of course, you have to enable them. You have to say okay to it, but that's what you get automatically coming to you. Okay, the desktop refers to the packages that are in the main and restricted repositories. These are ones that have the little Ubuntu icon next to them in the Synaptic Package Manager, or are marked as supported in the Software Center, respectively. Okay, the Synaptic Package Manager and the Software Center are two different places that we can go to on our Ubuntu systems to install software. Used to, we just had the Synaptic, but now we've also got the Software Center. So we have two places we can go to install software. And the difference between main and restricted, restricted repositories are those that have you enable them separately, so you can get additional software outside of what's actually obtained from the open source avenues from Ubuntu. But there's lots of other sort of commercial software packages that are in the restricted repositories. You have to enable those separately. Excuse my congestion here, but anyway, the server packages are the ones in the server ship and supported common seeds, and of course we can look at that some other time. That basically pertains to server edition setups. So anyway, that's a separate issue. All right, here's what it looks like. Okay, oops. We'll start at the bottom here. You see the LTS, the Ubuntu 8.04 LTS went from the 4th month of 2008 up until the middle of 2011. In other words, 3 years. The 4th month of 2008 until the 4th month of 2011. That's your 3-year cycle for the desktop, from here over to here, and then for the server, it's another 2 years out to the 4th month of 2013, I suppose. Okay, so this, of course, this color is for desktop, and this color is for server. So you see, there's the 5 years for the server and the 3 years for the desktop, and this is LTS. And of course, the standard release of this lighter color here, and you see 8.10 was the next standard release, or normal, and it was from 2008, the 10th month of October 2008, until 18 months later. You see here, and these are all 18-month cycles That's, when the end of life came, when they stopped issuing, sending out updates, and it was at that point you knew it was time to upgrade to the next version. Okay, see, here's what you're on here is a 3-year cycle. It started from the 4th month in 2010 and last until the 4th month of 2013. That's a 3-year cycle, and then of course the server goes on for 2 more years. Now these here are point releases. 10.04 was here. This is 10.04.1, 10.04.2, 10.04.3, 10.04.4. Those are point releases. What I sent you was the 10.04.2, which is the second point release, and that brings you up to date to this point. That just means all the updates from here to here were included in yours, so you didn't have to do all those updates after you install. So that's what the point releases mean. It includes updates to that point. And so that's where yours came from, is the point release in 10.04.2. So it just kind of gives you a leg up, makes it easier when you install. You don't have any updates to do right off the bat. You may not even still have any as yet, but sometime soon there will be others along the way. Okay, that's a picture of the way it's set up in the Ubuntu software community. And just thought I'd give you accurate information on it, since I kind of botched it up whenever I tried to tell you as we were talking about it. So anyway, this is the way it really looks, and just so you know. And if you want to go to this site and look it over yourself, it's here's the URL up here. It's askubuntu. Anyway, you just do a search for LTS versus normal, and you'll probably be directed to this, and you can read a little more about it. But at any rate, I hope this helps to clear it up, and sorry I gave you false information. It was a bit distorted. It was kind of close, but not quite. Okay, thanks for watching, and have a good day.